Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to today's video. If you're in your 70s or beyond, or if you have loved ones in this age group, this message is especially for you. Retirement is often called the golden years, but how you live during this time can determine how golden those years truly are. Before we start, let me remind you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to continue sharing practical advice to help you and your family live healthier, happier lives. Now, let's dive into the 3 key things you should avoid doing after the age of 70 to ensure a brighter, more fulfilling future. 1. Prioritize your health. It's your greatest asset. Let's begin with a simple truth. Your health is the foundation of everything you do. Without it, even the things you love most, like spending time with family, pursuing hobbies, or traveling, can become challenging or even impossible. Many people in their 70s feel the instinct to put their family's needs above their own. While it comes from a place of love, it often leads to neglecting their own well-being. Consider the story of Mrs. Lee, a devoted grandmother. She spent her days tirelessly helping her children and grandchildren, babysitting, cooking, cleaning, and running errands. Unfortunately, this selflessness came at a price. She ignored her health for years, skipping routine medical checkups and brushing off chronic back pain as a small price to pay for her family's happiness. Eventually, her condition became unbearable, and she was forced to seek medical help. By then, her spinal discs were severely damaged, her blood pressure was dangerously high, and she needed daily medication just to manage her condition. What hurt her most wasn't just the physical pain, but the guilt she felt for no longer being able to support her family the way she once did. Mrs. Lee's story teaches us an important lesson. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you don't prioritize your health, you can't be there for your loved ones in the long run. So what can you do to protect your health? Take a 30-minute walk every day to stay active. Stretch in the morning to keep your joints flexible and reduce stiffness. Schedule regular medical checkups even if you feel fine, because prevention is better than cure. Remember, taking care of your health isn't selfish. It's an act of love for yourself and your family. 2. Protect your financial stability. Don't over-sacrifice. After years of hard work, your retirement savings are meant to support you through the rest of your life. However, many retirees feel compelled to give away their savings to help their children or grandchildren, often at the expense of their own financial security. Let me share the story of Mr. Kim, a retired man who spent decades working hard to save for his golden years. When his children approached him with a business idea, he didn't hesitate to hand over his entire retirement fund, trusting that they would repay him once the business succeeded. Sadly, the venture failed, and Mr. Kim was left with nothing. He had to downsize to a small apartment and live on a tight budget. What hurt him most was the guilt and tension this created within his family, as his children felt ashamed and unable to make amends. Now contrast this with the story of Mrs. Park, who faced a similar situation. When her child came to her for financial help, her first instinct was to take out a loan against her home. However, after talking with a close friend, she decided to protect her financial stability. Instead of giving money she couldn't afford to lose, she had an honest conversation with her child, and together they found alternative solutions. By maintaining her financial independence, Mrs. Park preserved her retirement and her relationship with her child. Here's the takeaway. Generosity is a beautiful thing, but it must have limits. Before making any financial sacrifices, ask yourself, can I afford this without jeopardizing my future? Am I solving a problem? Or could this create new challenges for me and my family? By protecting your finances, you're not just looking out for yourself. You're giving your family the gift of peace of mind. 3. Learn to say no. Set boundaries with love. The third thing to avoid after 70 is the inability to say no. Retirement often brings more free time, and while it's wonderful to help others, constantly putting their needs ahead of your own can lead to physical exhaustion, emotional burnout, and even resentment. Take the story of Mrs. Zhang, a retired woman who was known in her neighborhood for her kindness. She spent her days babysitting, running errands, and helping with home repairs. While each task seemed small, together they added up, leaving her too tired to enjoy her own life. One day, after an honest conversation with a friend, she realized she needed to set boundaries. By saying no to tasks that stretched her too thin, she reclaimed her time and energy. She still helped others, but only when it was manageable, and as a result, she felt happier and more in control of her life. Similarly, Mr. Han, a beloved community member, found himself overwhelmed by constant requests for help. For years, he never said no, even when he was tired or unwell. Eventually, the stress caught up to him, and he collapsed from exhaustion. After recovering, he made the brave decision to start saying no to requests that were beyond his capacity. This change not only improved his health, but also allowed him to enjoy his retirement more fully. Here's a simple truth. Saying no doesn't mean you don't care. It means you value your well-being. When you set boundaries, you're not only protecting yourself, but also ensuring you have the strength to help others in meaningful ways. Your golden years, your rules, your 70s and beyond are a time to cherish. By prioritizing your health, protecting your finances, and learning to set boundaries, you can make this stage of life your happiest and most fulfilling yet. Let's make a promise together. My body, my finances, and my time are my own. I will protect them, cherish them, and only give what I can without harming myself. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found these lessons helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue spreading valuable messages to empower people like you. Let us know in the comments below. What will you do today to prioritize your health, happiness, and peace of mind? Together, let's make these golden years truly shine. See you in the next video.